Hello, welcome to a new episode in the FLTK Rust series. So in this episode we'll be seeing how we can create our own events. I've prepared a small application here. We just import everything from FLTK, we create an app, we create a window with the size 600 and 400. We create a frame with the size 400, 300 at the center of the window. We set the frame type as engraved box. Sorry. And we set the alignment to top and inside of the frame for the text. There's no text for the moment. And we have a button with a size of 80 and 40 with the label click, and it's in the center of the frame. So you know that in FLTK we can basically create callbacks easily using the set callback method. We also can send messages and handle them in the event loop, and we can also create our own events which can be handled in the handle method. So for example, we can create an event using the app handle function. So we'll use it in the callback of the button itself. So it's an unsafe function. And it returns a boolean for a method which has been for an event which has been dealt with. So handle, and we can pass an I32 as a message, since events are basically just an I32 enum. So it's an unsafe function. We don't want to conflict with any of the existing events. So in FLTK we have basically 28 events that are recognized by FLTK, so we want different numbers. So we can say, for example, 100, and we have to send it to a window which has the widget that we want to handle this event. So it's in the window here, which has this frame, and we'll handle the event from the frame itself. Let's call this, for example, let's give it a value of const, for example, change frame, which is an I32. So basically when we click the button, we get a change frame event. This can be, for example, an enum as well, if you prefer. So it has to be, for example, an enum message, for example, change frame, and we can start with 100, and then you can add more messages here, and you can just invert using the as I32. Oops. So you can give it a wrapper I32. So here, for example, we're sending this message here, so we want to handle it from our frame. We'll use the second overload so we can actually access our frame from inside, and the first argument is the frame and the event, which is an event enum, and this needs to return a true or false. So here, for example, we just need to handle this message. So we can say if event as I32 equals the change frame. Let's, for example, set the label of the frame, and we'll return true in this case, else just return false. So we need to move, and we access the frame, this one. So this is our frame, this is our button, and when we click, this works. So we've added our own event that we've actually handled in the handler for our frame. That was basically it for this video. One of the advantages of this is you can know if a message or if an event was handled. So let's, for example, query if this was handled. So when I click here, it shows us that this was handled. Another thing is that if you need, for example, to have more events to handle, or your own custom events, it's a lighter weight than the channels that are offered by FLTK. So if you remember, we can actually create a channel. And give it a type or something, and then you can basically just send events using these channels. So channels basically involve locking and allocation, and this is basically just a lighter weight alternative. The problem with this is that these events need to be handled within the handle method itself, and these cannot be handled within the event loop. That was basically it for this video. Thanks for watching. Bye.